what's one of the best innovations in the DeFi space you've seen over the last year? I mean, DeFi is so relatively new. Some stuff doesn't have the timeline to have been around as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? But what are some projects that have really struck you in the last year? Which ones do you see being that project that might continue for time to come?
Yeah, so I think it's got to be something that's solving a real problem, right? And the case with DeFi, like DeFi is trying to make a decentralized financial system. So how is that different from like gold or a store of value or something like that? Well, a financial system means loans. It means like payroll. It means data. It means trading. It means a lot of different things, right? And there's a lot of those different apps. I think one of the interesting things, it's not really like in the last, say, year, but probably in the last 2 years, is number one is lending protocols, and number two is the composability of things. So just on lending protocols, like lending protocols are great because you can like unlock the value of the assets which you own. In the case of 2017 and that sort of big run up in the crypto markets, people were betting on coins and they were hoping that number go up. And if number go up, then they get rich and that's it. And they hope to cash out one day. But you couldn't, the thing was that you couldn't really like earn a yield on your coin as well. You just had to sit there and, oh, gee, I hope it goes up today. Whereas if you can earn a yield, you're earning more coins regardless of if the price is up or down. So I think that itself is pretty cool. But also, you could use a coin as collateral to borrow another coin to then go and put in some staking protocol somewhere and earn some interest on that as well. So it just gives you a lot more options. In 2020, I was borrowing for my expenses that I had to pay for like rent and food. And I was getting paid to borrow that. So I was getting paid like 14% or something to borrow like USDC on this DeFi lending platform. And with that, I was like buying like McDonald's or like paying my rent or something like that. So whenever I bought a Big Mac, it had an ROI on it. And I could like, if I didn't have that, I spend $10 and the money's gone. Whereas at least, I have a 14% ROI on my $10 spending. So I think things like that are pretty cool. The data and I forget what the second thing I was going to say there. I got sidetracked.
It's okay. I mean, we were talking about the best innovation you've seen in DeFi in the last year. I mean, you talked about a lot of tokens, but I'll let you finish if you remember now.
Yeah. So I think another one is a lot of the composability of these platforms. So composability is it's being able to like have one token and then put it somewhere else to do something. So in the example I just gave with the lending, I could have maybe a coin that's earning me some interest in some lending protocol, but then I could also use that coin in that protocol to stake somewhere else at the same time. So then I could like double dip and I could get like double the bonus, right? Or then maybe I take it from there somewhere else and earn like triple dip in terms of like new yield or something like that. So I think composability is certainly a key thing. So yeah, I think that's what DeFi is all about and why it's different to existing like fintech apps, is this composability and being able to like reuse these different coins in like 5 different ways. Whereas if I take a loan on a fintech app, like that's all I can do. But if I take a loan on a DeFi app, I can like get the money, then I can put it over here, I can stake it, and I can put it in an LP and I'll put somewhere else, and I can earn some yield on that, and then I can like use it as collateral on something else somewhere else. So it's like I can have like 4 different layers when I just do the one action. And I think that's a breakthrough, and that's super cool.
You're listening to the Unstoppable Podcast, the go-to place for everyone to learn about the latest innovations in Web3, NFTs, and the decentralized web. Welcome to the metaverse.